Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the LSU Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Checking in with the Buckeyes head coach before the game. He has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start this season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Buckeyes headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. So LSU's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
Makes a grab and room to run. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get it down at the 35.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Looking downfield, it's McCray. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it. And now the hit knocks it loose. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So Ohio State's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And we've said many times that tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella, he delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Quick release by the QB. Could not make his way to the corner. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
The Buckeyes will punt this one. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to throw. It's McCray. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. He's got him. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. Breaks into the open. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a 1st down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. On target. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He finds a dead spot in the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Back to throw, it's Henderson. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Give the defense tons of credit. They were not fooled. Everybody thought that was going to be a run play, but the defense did. They pinned their ears back. They got upfield, and they got to the quarterback.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights. Good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Fires to the right. He's got it. Oh, he found a space on the right. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside. It's Cross. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll try to put it in drive this time on second down from the 22. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Complete to the left. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Red pass, it's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. At the end of quarter one, let's check out the start for both of these quarterbacks. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. The run inside. It's Cross. Maybe a crease. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. And the Buckeyes are rolling down the field. Grab behind the line. It's Jolly. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. It appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Unloads to the right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. There he goes! And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's McCray. Fires to the right. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away.
And the defense is kind of smiling about that one, right? The receiver got a chance, got open, had a chance to make a play, but man, you don't see it very often, but just lose concentration, and that is a big 3rd down stop for this defense on that drop pass.
Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on Ohio State's sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come.
There's a crease. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, though.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU
turning it on. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Finds his big tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for the score. Touchdown LSU. On the sideline, got it in the end zone.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. taking another look just to confirm everything. The officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And the extra point makes it 14-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, "Sit down, sir."
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Henderson. Finds his big tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
That's a really nice throw. And you think about being the starting quarterback at The Ohio State University with all the great players they've had here recently, what this offense expects from you. This is explosive passing attack. You've seen that now in recent years. They push the ball vertically down the field. This guy has this skill set. That's why he's out there on the field right now. He allows this offense to really go, and he's playing at a high level.
Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Snagged out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking to throw, it's Henderson. Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
That is a huge way to end this half. Man, cutting into the lead, gaining the momentum. Nice job finishing the half with some positive vibes going into halftime.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. From inside the 10, here he comes. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morris. Good gain there. Picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Looking downfield on first down. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin with a look at Syracuse in their matchup against the number 12 team, the Florida State Seminoles. And it's the Orange with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And that's now victory number 1 on the season. Hey, every journey begins with a first step, and this team will bask in the glory of this one for at least 24 hours. Let's now check in on some top 25 battles today, as the landscape in this sport is truly ever-changing. Now over to your game at Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. 2 of those catches in the first half were 2 of the better grabs I've seen all season. And, of course, his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Guys, I caught up with Ryan Day at the half. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. Now the play fake. Finds a man in the middle. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking for a man. It's Henderson. Fires to the big fella. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Wants to throw again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jolly. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Buckeyes are flying down the field. Give to the back. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They take the lead here in the second half. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Pocket breaking down. It's complete to the left. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Punt is on its way. Wants to bring it back. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Back to throw, it's Henderson. Hauls it in. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. That last connection left him a little short of the first down, but in perfect spot to attack on 2nd and short. They'll try to pop the draw. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. The short hands, it's Jolly. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Dumps it off in the flats. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes the catch. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Buckeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Back to pass. Flips it out on the screen. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, and this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Scanning the field, it's Henderson. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just now on the same page with this target.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. The official says no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. First down here for the offense. across to throw it again. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes a catch. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. As they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Morris. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He's spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. If they can pay off this third and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. And it's good! Tie ball game here in the fourth.
I am not always the most positive guy towards kickers. We all know that. But how about that, man? First opportunity in the game, in the fourth quarter, when your team needed it, the game now tied because of his foot.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ohio. They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Makes the grab on the left. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the air, it's Henderson. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going to run it. And he's going to come up just a tad short. Needed to get the ball to the 35, and they'll mark it at the 34. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. Wants to return it. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Offensive line needs to clean it up. Sack on second down, and now it's third down. Pressure coming. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's fourth down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the fifth kick of the night. Takes it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Running inside. It's Cross.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Right back to him on the ground. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking for a crease. It's cross. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Flips it out to the back. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36. If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. There's some room. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they've moved out front here in the 4th. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the... Oh, he's got some space! And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Rushes on him. Fires on the move. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He's going to have to strike this ball well in the face of this howling wind. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Makes the grab down the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that 1st down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these 3rd downs present themselves.
The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Quickly to the tight end. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's the pressure. Hit as he throws. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Finds his man. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Got his man. Makes the catch, and he's free. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the 1st down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Massive score, now massive decision-making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, it's your decision.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Fires to the middle. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. He's brought down. A short return to the defense comes out on top with the pick. Looking for a man. It's McCray. Fires one high and deep. Upstairs to make the catch. Ohio State calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. So after the huge chunk play, they've got it 1st and goal from the 10. The run inside. It's Morris. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. Now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock. And
touchdown, Tiger! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, what a great job with the execution in a moment where you had to have it. You score the touchdown, you take the lead. There's less than a minute to go in this game. All your defense has to do now is get a stop and you win.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Time's running out, Jesse. They're in a world of trouble, but as long as you've got a few ticks, there's a chance.
And they've got a quarterback, Dave. It's just going to have to come down to some good old-fashioned heroics, right? You can't take a sack. You're going to have to buy time. And you're going to have to...
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Back to throw, it's Henderson. Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And that pick will seal the game as the clock strikes 0. What a battle this game was. Went right down to the end. #1 team in the land gets knocked off. But sometimes this this gives you a chance to recalibrate some things, guys.
Yeah, and they're going to have to go back and watch this film and face some tough truths as well, because we know they've got a ton of talent, and this is a team that when they're playing their A game, they look like the best team in the country, David. Consistency, though, is going to be a big thing for them moving ahead.
Yeah, so you got to use this. You got to look at what you did wrong. You got to say, okay, maybe we're not as good as we thought we were. Just because we were number one, that doesn't mean anything until the end of the season, and you're the last guy standing, and you have the trophy. So take this loss, work on some of those things you think you need to work on so it doesn't